tell us a little bit again about who you are and the phenomenal thing that happens at the Hippie Kitchen.
We came down on the row in 1970, and for the first 2 years just about served from a step van, the way a lot of churches do, serve from their vans or their trucks. But we wanted to locate on the row. It's called the Regal Annex. It was just a 2-story building. It had been a cafe, and it had been closed for years. So we started renting, and ultimately we were able to buy it, and that's a story of itself. Mother Teresa helped us buy the kitchen. She didn't provide the money, she just provided the prayers. And so we thought we were set, but wasn't that long before the earthquake started shaking up the old pre-1930s brick buildings without reinforcement, and it knocked out the back building, the back wall of our building. We continued cooking in the building, but serving outside. And while we were serving outside, Jeff and I literally at the same moment thought, this is much nicer than being inside, because the people were relaxed and there was no need to hustle them along. In the dining room, we only had room for 56. When it was full, we had to start saying, if you can move along now, if you can move along, we need the space. The seating is never a problem. The garden will seat 80 at the tables and another 40 on the walls, which were designed for seating. And then with people just coming through, getting their plates and leaving, we never have the inability to seat everybody. That Jeff and I said, you know what, even though we're on blacktop and no cover, shade cover, this is nicer than being inside. So at that moment we decided we would just build a prep kitchen and have a dining garden. And so it took us 3 years to raise the money to even start. And so we got the building up, and then we raised a bit more money and started in with the garden. And actually professionals helped us choose the design and all. And then a nursery actually donated the original plantings. And after a year or two, maybe it was 2 or 3 years, the landscape architect came by to see how things were going. And she walked through and she said, something's going on here, that the garden was maturing much faster. And I told her it was because of all the positive energy of the people who came to eat there, that they really enjoyed being there, and it had an effect on the plants. And so people really do enjoy being there. It's kind of a quiet alternative to the row. We even ask people to turn off the radios so that the noises, the sounds are people's voices, and the running water in the fountains and the birds, and so it really is. Some people call it paradise, some people call it Eden. People have their names for it. There are fish in one of the fountains, and there are birds there, and caged birds as well as the real birds, and so it serves a great purpose. We're not sure our food is more important than our garden, or our garden is more important than our food.
Tell us a little bit more about Jeff.
Well, Jeff I don't think that he has had a real job since he graduated from college. So Jeff has been at the Worker for 40 years. It is kind of his mission in life. And we've been married for 36 years, 36 of those 40 years.
Yay.
And we just yesterday committed to staying for another year. Our Catholic Worker only makes a commitment year by year. So yesterday was the day to pay up. So we both said that we'd stay another year.
Well, now we're going to close with this.
Okay.
A rough estimate. How many people do you think you've served, let's say in the last 10 years or a period?
Haven't got a clue. We do not ever do a count. Now that we're using paper plates, we thought, well, that helps us, except people come, we ask them to reuse their plates. They come with containers, and so we do not keep track, but it's a bunch of people.
What a blessing. What a blessing.